When the season ends, fans and experts start evaluating teams, players, and coaches, and that's exactly what's happening with Jim Harbaugh. The Chargers' overall performance has been widely praised because they performed well and even qualified for the playoffs. However, one move by Jim Harbaugh has drawn significant criticism. Critics are saying that if Jim Harbaugh had retained Kellen Moore instead of hiring Greg Roman as the offensive coordinator, the Chargers might have been in a much better position today. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. So the first person to raise this point was Bolt Beats Jason Reed, and he pointed it out well. One of Harbaugh's biggest missteps in his first year back in the NFL was his choice for the team's offensive coordinator. Fans were unhappy from the start when he decided to bring in Greg Roman, the former offensive coordinator for the 49ers and Ravens. While Roman's offense had a few bright spots, the overall performance in 2024 left a lot to be desired. To make things even worse, the former offensive coordinator Kellen Moore didn't just have a great season. He went on to win a Super Bowl in dominant fashion and is now a head coach in the league. Swapping out Kellen Moore for Greg Roman might just be the biggest and perhaps only coaching misstep Harbaugh made in his first year. And the Chargers had the opportunity to keep Kellen Moore under the new coaching regime, just like Harbaugh did with special teams coordinator Ryan Ficken. They could have easily blocked Moore from interviewing for other offensive coordinator roles. However, Harbaugh already had his guy, someone he had prior ties with, and that was that. Greg Roman was brought in while Kellen Moore wasted no time and accepted the offensive coordinator job with the Eagles just 4 days after Harbaugh joined the Chargers. Moore's outstanding season with the Eagles served as a clear reminder of his brilliance as a play caller. Chargers fans were thrilled when he was originally hired as the offensive coordinator before the 2023 season. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond his control, Moore's perceived value took an unnecessary hit when it really shouldn't have. The Chargers' offense was firing on all cylinders when it was at full strength in 2023. The real turning point came when the team lost Corey Linsley and Mike Williams to unexpected season-ending injury, which completely shifted the trajectory of the year. On top of that, Justin Herbert was battling through injuries, playing with a broken finger on his left hand before eventually breaking a finger on his right hand. With their starting center gone, their wide receiver 2 out for the season, and a quarterback clearly compromised, it was no surprise that the offensive numbers took a hit. And to make matters worse, all of this unfolded under a head coach who wasn't making things any easier. But still, the Chargers were ranked 13th in total offense. Then Jim Harbaugh came in and he brought new coaching staff with him, and Greg Roman was the guy for him instead of Moore. Of course, the point was to make things better. Even if you look back, experts were praising this hiring. Roman's calling card had been strong rushing offenses. The 49ers averaged 139.3 rushing yards per game in the 4 seasons under Roman and Harbaugh, which ranked second in the league during that period, looked lucrative. But things didn't go as planned. In the 2024 NFL regular season, the Los Angeles Chargers offense ranked 20th in total offense, averaging 324.2 yards per game. They were 19th in passing offense with 213.5 yards per game and 17th in rushing offense, averaging 110.7 yards per game. The team scored a total of 41 offensive touchdowns during the season. And compared to this, the Philadelphia Eagles' offense ranked 8th in total offense, averaging 367.2 yards per game. They were second in rushing offense with 179.3 yards per game and 29th in passing offense, averaging 187.9 yards per game. The team scored a total of 54 offensive touchdowns during the season. Did you notice the difference? The Eagles performed exceptionally well and even won the Super Bowl. While we can't say for sure that if Moore had stayed with the Chargers, they would have performed just as well, it does seem likely that their position would have been much better. Now, with the 2025 season about to start, the focus will be on how Greg Roman fares this time around. Will the Chargers offense show improvement? And how will the Saints perform under Moore, who is now their head coach? When we evaluate offensive performance, the most important factor that stands out is Justin Herbert's protection. The biggest concern remains the interior offensive line. This unit has been a weak spot, and fixing it won't be easy. The upcoming draft isn't particularly deep when it comes to high-value interior linemen, according to PFF rankings, meaning the Chargers will have to be smart in their approach, and they may need to look for hidden gems in the later rounds or explore alternative ways to strengthen the offensive line. If they fail to address this issue, it could lead to another season of struggles for Herbert and the entire offense. A weak interior line affects every aspect of the game: pass protection, run blocking, and overall offensive efficiency. Despite these concerns, there are still reasons for optimism. The Chargers have room for improvement under Greg Roman, though it remains to be seen how well his system will translate with this roster. One factor working in their favor is the changing landscape of the AFC. The Chiefs' loss is a significant development, as it opens up the competition slightly for other teams. So, guys, what do you think? How can Jim Harbaugh rectify this mistake? As we are witnessing Greg Roman continuing his job, do you think the Chargers offense will perform better under his coaching? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.